Royal milestone, how Prince George became part of history for second time. Prince George became part of royal history for the second time just 3 days into 2020. The royal family has already broken a milestone in 2020, less than a week into the new year. The firm celebrated a more optimistic year ahead with the release of a photo including only its most senior members. Prince George and the royal family broke a royal milestone yesterday, January 3, with the release of a new photo. Buckingham Palace released a portrait of the Queen flanked by all of the future heirs to the throne. The monarch stands in Buckingham Palace's throne room at the forefront, with Prince William to her right, and Princes Charles and George to her left. Photographer Ronald McKechnie took the photograph on December 18, 2019, when the Queen hosted her annual Christmas lunch for the royal family's extended members. The palace released a statement with the photo saying it was released to mark the start of a new decade. The portrait is just the second to include the Queen and all three immediate heirs to the throne, with the first released in April 2016. The first picture marked the Queen's 90th birthday and eventually debuted on Royal Mail stamps. Buckingham Palace has not confirmed the fate of the latest portrait. Prince George made history with a similar photo of the Queen, Prince Charles and Prince William on his christening in 2013. Prince William held his young son as he stood alongside the other heirs in an image which mirrored a photo released by Queen Victoria in 1894. The older photo saw the 19th-century Queen holding future King Edward VIII, flanked by King George V and Edward VII. Body language experts said the latest offering from Buckingham Palace shows the Queen remains sure-footed on the throne. According to body language Judy James, who analyzed the photo for Express.co.uk, the Queen's placement in the photograph shows she is still dominant. She added the monarch would not step down anytime soon and hand the throne to Prince Charles, who has taken on more responsibility in the royal family recently. James said, despite rumors that she might step down to let Charles take over her duties, the Queen is still dominant in this pose and making no concessions to her age. Standing rather than sitting in deference to her years, she is placed in a forward position that shows she is still the strong, protective and dominant figure in the family, and her wide smile and upright posture suggest she is going nowhere in terms of retirement. Although Charles appeared to be taking over consort duties from his father in 2019, he has moved backwards out of that role here, suggesting the traditional pecking order still holds firm and that the Queen will retain a place on the throne for life. The Queen has famously said she would never abdicate, and hold on to the throne to the rest of her life. Recent rumors suggested she might retire on her 95th birthday, which would take place in 2021, however, Buckingham Palace has debunked speculation. In an official statement, the palace said, "There are no plans for any change in arrangements at the age of 95, or any other age."